You're done.
Could
Okay.
you please introduce yourself and the agency that you're from?
My name is Marian Sirnat. I'm a senior project officer for the Pollution Response Services unit within the European Maritime Safety Agency. EMSA, as we call it, is an agency of the European Commission that is tasked with a series of activities regarding maritime safety, maritime security, as well as prevention and response to pollution from ships and offshore installations.
Mm-hmm. And could you tell me what is the core business of European Maritime Safety Agency?
I would say if we need to define it in as few words as possible, the core business is maritime safety and maritime environment. So we are dealing with the safety of the maritime traffic world within the European waters, as well as preventing and responding to any potential pollution incidents. So that is part of our core business.
And what are the key challenges that you face during your activity?
If we are to talk specifically about my unit and the Pollution Response Services unit, that's the overall legal framework that surrounds European member states, because when we have to provide any service to the European states, we have to take into account all the national different legislation, and we have to work around that in order to provide added value to everyone. So one of the challenges, yes, is making sure that our solutions, our services, our assets are put to good use, both to member states with a legal framework that is more specialized, or to those member states that are more general in terms of legislation.
So fitting the legislation is the main point for you?
Well, we have to work with the legislation that is in place. Because we are not regulators, we cannot enforce any rules on the member states. So actually the European member states are our clients, if we want to put it this way. Therefore, we have to work with what they have. And that's their national legislation framework. In terms of pollution response, there's different national policies when it comes to response to pollutions, either from ships, either from offshore installations. And therefore, we have to look at all these national legal frameworks, and we have to provide our services in order to top up the capabilities of the member states and take into account the policies that they have. For example, just as a spot-on example, you have a country that has as the main pollution response method, the primary response method is mechanical recovery of oil. We will not develop there dispersant application capabilities if that country is not in favor of that. So we'll have to look at mechanical recovery capabilities. So this is the kind of thinking that we have to have in order to provide added value and top up to the member states.
That's good for me. Okay, and what do you think in general about the level of our organization of this event and everything what happens here?
Well, the organizing overall was quite good, so congratulations. It's been quite successful from this side, logistic-wise and planning and all of these aspects. It was quite good. The only thing that I've noticed, and maybe you may want to consider in the future, although there are two separate, let's say, themes or subjects going on in two different rooms, sometimes people are interested in different subjects in each of the rooms, and they may not have access to all of the presentations while they're held and not be able to, let's say, communicate or discuss questions that they may have. So I don't know if it's possible for the future to condense them in a single room. It will require probably more time. But that would be the only thing that I would see as a suggestion for improvement, let's say. Otherwise, everything is quite good. The topics are quite interesting. So overall, yeah, it's a very, very good event. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.